Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Tyler here, and today I am bringing you some more information on EA College Football 25, man. So, we're getting some more info sprinkled out as expected, man. Figured we'd, get some new stuff, each week sprinkled out to us, whether it's gameplay or just information. Definitely more so information right now. I'm not expecting the gameplay at all until probably the first week of June, which is, right around the corner, of course, so maybe by the end of next week, but if not, it'll be the week after that. Without a doubt, we'll at least see something. And before that, I'm expecting, some more stuff to come out. Just, there might be some videos, but it might not be gameplay. It might just be more informational stuff of them going over different things or showing off some menu stuff or, different things throughout game modes and stuff like that where they, just highlight different things. So yeah, I am definitely expecting more stuff to come out in the next day or two, and then next week, of course, but figured I could at least go over for now, what came out today, as well as, a couple other ideas, at the end. I'll go over a couple things that I already wanted to talk about, but we'll start off with, some new stuff that we found out today. And again, my apologies if my voice sounds weird at all. Man, I'm trying my best to get through this as fast as I can. It's very hard to talk right now. I've got a tube going through my nose, down my throat. Just doing some more testing for some stomach issues I've had for a few years now. So yeah, just apologies if I sound weird at all or all that, man. I'm gonna try to get through this. Also in the background, the gameplay will be some old gameplay from a series I ran back on the Fleur Sports channel back in the day. The Carson Palmer Heisman Challenge, man. So yeah, just some gameplay from that. That's definitely something I'll definitely be talking about later on in the video as well. But yeah, man, just going over some stuff that we found out today. Start off with the main thing that has me disappointed, man. The biggest L from me so far, biggest concern, and probably the only major L really, because everything else is pretty much checked out so far, looking good, sounding good, but Road to Glory, man, sounds like we are not going to get the high school experience to start, which to me is kind of crazy. Like, that's one of the main things about Road to Glory is at the beginning, man, you get to accrue the different offers, whether you're playing offense or defense or both. You can get offers on each side of the ball, and it'll tell you which string you'll be on the depth chart. And even though it said that first, second, third, or fourth or whatever, I'm pretty sure you pretty much always started on fourth regardless, and just had to go through the position battles to make your way up. But yeah, man, I'm just very confused. Like, if you're telling me that we just get to pick what school we go to, that's kind of ridiculous if you ask me. It doesn't make much sense. I don't know how hard it is to put a system in for recruiting, man, and I don't know. It just doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, are you telling me we're just going to play a couple drills or something, and then, I don't get it. Because, how do we get our stars? Are you telling me we just decide before, when we're doing our creation, when we make our player? Do we just be like, oh, yeah, this is going to be a 3-star guy, or, oh, yeah, this is a 5-star guy? I don't get it, man. How do we accrue our stars and our offers? Because if there's no high school, and I don't get it, man. So that's my main concern right now is Road to Glory. That's when I'm going to be the main focus on this channel. That's for sure. Was the biggest thing for me back in the day on the Fleur Sports channel. It's definitely what helped me grow the most was the Road to Glory. So that's my main focus. So definitely disappointed in this news. Of course, I'm not gonna just completely cancel the game or anything, man. I'm still gonna play it and love it a lot. That's just a major L for a major mode for me. So yeah, man, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what we do to accrue scholarship offers and stuff. Because if we just pick what team we go to, then that's just, I don't know. It takes a lot away from the mode if you ask me. And more so on the mode, I'll talk a little bit about the NIL stuff. I heard something about this term, the brand exposure rating. So I'm assuming that, depending on what sort of NIL deals and stuff like that, that'll be, affecting your brand exposure rating. And I'm assuming that you'll probably have ratings for multiple different things with the Road to Glory player as far as the academics go, and then, of course, the NIL stuff with your brand, and then, actually being on field in the game, of course. So I'm sure there'll be a few different things that get tied in there with the NIL. And also with NIL, man, it sounds like it's not going to be in Dynasty, which is kind of crazy. The way they've been emphasizing all this NIL stuff in the game and whatnot, you'd think that it'd be available for both. Of course, it'd probably be more in-depth for your Road to Glory player, of course, but you'd think there'd be some sort of element of it in Dynasty, but as of now, it sounds like it's not in Dynasty at all, which to me is just odd. I'll be talking about a few more things about Dynasty here in the next couple of minutes, but just to wrap up with Road to Glory, we can confirm now that there are no X Factors. I have said this in previous videos that there won't be X Factors, And yeah, they pretty much confirmed it. Now, my question was, will we have impact players like back in the day? I'm not sure if that's the term they're using or if elite players is what they're using instead, or maybe that's just the term that I heard from, some of the sources and whatnot. Some of the guys, that were able to go out and play the game, test it out, and get the presentation out there at EA over last weekend. So that's where most of my info comes from, whether it's content creators or just reporters in general. But yeah, man, he used the term elite players, so I'm not sure if he was actually saying that that's actually a thing in the game or if he was just referring to the players as being elite, saying that they basically have like either traits or abilities that are on those players that can help with certain things. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to be, didn't get a whole lot of details on it, just, general mentioning of it. So we'll see, how that is going into the game. I'm sure it'll be, whether it's elite players or impact players, regardless, there's going to be some sort of system where they have abilities or something to boost their ratings to those, players. Because, of course, you want the stars to be, standing out from the rest. And more on those abilities, it sounds like it'd be special abilities based on both the physical side and the mental side, from what I heard. So it'll be interesting to see what comes with that. That's pretty much it for the Road to Glory news for now, man. And like I said earlier, there'll probably be some more stuff coming out in the next couple of days, so I'll probably have another video out over the weekend, but just wanted to, talk about what we have for now. Now, moving on to Dynasty, I'll start with the conferences. It sounds like you will be able to edit those conferences like you could back in the day, for different realignments and whatnot. So that'll be cool, especially for the people that go deep into dynasties, like many years. Like if you go 10 years in, of course, by then some of the conferences are probably going to be realigned. So definitely cool that that is back in the game. And for anyone that plays online Dynasty at all with buddies or, whatever the case may be, it sounds like you can have up to 32 users. And you can play up to 30 seasons. I believe that's for actually any dynasty. You can play up to 30 seasons, but the online will be up to 32 users. It also sounds like the skill trees will be back from NCAA 14. If you remember, your coaches, coordinators and everything would have skills trees that you could upgrade throughout the dynasty, unlocking different things, whether, it's, flipping the play calls and stuff like that. Just unlocking different things the more, you unlock that tree and level up each coach and coordinator. So it's nice that that'll be back. It does sound like they will have the generic FCS schools like back in the day as well to fill in, those schedules when, certain teams will play those teams. And I'm sure you'll be able to edit these and add them in if you want through the team builder. I will talk more about team builder probably next week as I'm expecting some more info on that soon. There was a Reddit post the other day, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, that ended up getting taken down because it was just a BS post. So yeah, man, I'm sure we'll hear some more on Team Builder soon. I just don't really know how much customization there will really be there outside of like the uniform and whatnot. But either way, FCS schools will be in it generically. I'm sure you'll be able to add them through Team Builder if you please to do so. Another thing that was mentioned was as far as your coach, it sounds like there's a few different styles. The few that were mentioned was tactician, recruiter, and then motivator/developer. So I'm not sure if that's just for head coaches or also the coordinators as well. So something we'll have to see. I'm sure we'll learn a whole lot more about that in the coming weeks. Another thing we'll be unable to do, man, not going to be able to export the draft classes, man, from college football to Madden, which definitely sucks. Something that was nice to have back in the day. It's just, legal stuff. It makes sense. I understand why it's not in there. Not a huge deal for me. I'm sure, there'll still be plenty of great people out there in the community making those great draft classes for Madden, man. But that is pretty much all I really wanted to mention today for Road to Glory and Dynasty. Definitely will dive in deeper over the next week or two when we get more news. Just, got some general stuff today, so figured I would mention it. Well, it's probably in the last couple days, depending on when you're viewing this. I will mention that they did bring up the weather as well. That will definitely be more of a factor than it has been in previous, football video games. You'll actually, see more of a difference, when you got them slippery conditions and whatnot. We also had some songs get confirmed that are in the game, including Mo Bamba, Sandstorm, Tsunami, and Zombie Nation. So definitely nice to hear those. I'm sure there'll be a few other ones confirmed over the next week or two. But a couple ones that we didn't hear here was Jump Around and Mr. Brightside. So that's a couple ones that are major. that we'd love to have in the game, but hey man, it's not a huge deal if they didn't get in. Some of these groups are just insane, asking for way too much money, so it's understandable. It definitely sucks to not have those two iconic songs in the game, but at least we got some of them, man. That's pretty much all the new info I wanted to cover today, though, man, and we'll, have some more stuff come out over the next couple of days, and I'll have another video out next week. But to cap off this video, just wanted to mention a couple of game modes that are missing. I did mention a lot of the stuff about Mascot Mashup when I was going over the trailer breakdown, just because they, showed so many different mascots. I thought for sure it'd be in the game, but it's actually sounding like Mascot Mashup is not in the game, which is kind of insane. I don't know why. It seems like it wouldn't be something that's too hard to get in there. Or maybe it is in the game and it's just not being listed. Maybe it's because it's a part of Play Now. But I don't know. It'd be kind of weird that it's not in the game. Not a huge deal again to me, but still just something that you'd think they'd be able to put in there. And then last thing, the Heisman Challenge. The gameplay that you're seeing back here. I took Carson Palmer back in the day, put him on Florida State. So if you didn't know, Heisman Challenge, you basically just pick any of the previous Heisman winners and you take them to any school and try to just recreate, their stats and memories and win that Heisman again with them. But yeah, man, it's kind of a surprise that it's not in the game. Not sure why, other than, there's a couple guys that have won Heismans that no longer signed their licensing agreements with EA, including Barry Sanders and Mark Ingram. So two big names there as far as the Heisman winners go. So I'm sure there's probably a few more, but those are just a couple that are off the top of my head that I know are popular ones. So maybe that's why. Maybe there's just not enough guys that sign their licensing to be in the game. Or, I don't know, maybe they just didn't want to take the time to do it, which, again, shouldn't take that long, man. You're just doing a 1-year run with a guy on a team. That's pretty simple, so just wanted to mention those couple things that are missing as far as game modes go. But it's not like a huge deal at the end of the day. It just would have been cool to switch things up with Heisman Challenge every once in a while, doing different things and whatnot. Because I'm sure, after a while, Dynasty and Road to Glory might get, not old, but it'll just be repetitive. So, I don't know. I'm sure there'll still be some other things that we can do to switch things up. But that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that gameplay in the background, man. Like I said, just some old Carson Palmer Heisman Challenge that I ran back on the Flirt Sports channel back in the day. But yeah, slap the like button if you enjoyed. I appreciate it a lot. And subscribe to the channel if you are new. Plenty more coming soon. More news coming out for this game as well. I'll talk about it in some more videos. Stay on the lookout. Have a nice day. Peace.
15-yard gain. 27-14 is the score. 1st and 10. Now we throw left. It's caught by Clark on the arrow route. And he gets upfield. 9-yard gain right there on that one, making it 2nd and 1. See what we got right here. Dropping back once again. Quick pass to the slant route. Roberts. And he gets into the end zone for the 10-yard touchdown catch. Now it's 34-14. We're up by 20. Pretty comfortable lead. We just got to score one more touchdown to put it away. And Roberts makes the catch right there on the curl route. Nice throw by Palmer. Just looking great out there in this game. So now 1st and 10. Palmer going to look left. It's Mills making that catch. And he breaks one tackle but would be pushed out of bounds. 8-yard gain right there. 2nd and 2. So now it's 3rd and 2. We're going to throw to the right. It's Key making the catch. And that is 1st down. Moving the chains. Now 2nd and 10. Play action. We're going to throw to the right. It's the running back. And he's going to be getting up 5 yards right there. We had nothing right there. We find the running back late and, get positive yardage as we hit Mills for lots of positive yardages on that one. 15 yards right there. And now it's 1st and 10. See what we're going to do. Palmer and shotgun dropping back. He's going to throw over the middle. It's Mills making yet another catch, and he gets upfield. And we will move the chains with that 14-yard gain. And another 1st and 10 very next play. Palmer looks like he's going to throw once again. It's Mills. Another catch for Mills over the middle, 20 yards all the way down to the 10. He's having a huge drive, huge game overall. And now on 2nd and goal, we're looking. We throw right in the corner. It's caught by guess who? Mills with the touchdown catch. And he's just going off in this game. He's our tight end. I don't know what his real name is. Remember, these aren't the named rosters. But, this guy's crazy for us. I love throwing to him. And we already got the ball back, and it's still not the 4th quarter. So now we throw to the right, and it's Mills wide open. He is just having a great game. 15 yards on that one. 41-14 is the score. As we are now starting the fourth quarter. Palmer rolls to the right, and he's going to throw way across his body to the left, and it'll be caught at the sideline by the running back, and he gets upfield, breaks one tackle, and he will fall forward near the 25-yard line. That'll move the chains. What a crazy play. And now we hit Roberts on the slant route to make it 2nd and 1. See what we're going to do right here. The game is pretty much over, but we still got to pad them stats as we hit Key on the curl route, and he is leveled but hangs on. That'll make it 1st and goal. So we'll see what we got right here. It is 2nd and goal now. Palmer under center. We're going to have play action. See what he got. He's rolling. He's going to throw, and it's picked off. That is just a dumb throw right there. It was off balanced as well, so that's why it was so terrible. 2nd pick of the game, and it wouldn't be a big deal as we would roll on to the victory. And of course, for player of the game, Carson Palmer, some crazy stats in this one as well. We're now 2-0 on the season, and our defense did a good job. Can't let that go unnoticed. As you see, Carson Palmer stats on the day: 37 of 54 for 534 yards. That's insane, and 6 touchdowns throwing. Also had a rushing touchdown, so that's nice. And you see, in week 4 we'll be playing an FCS opponent. That's going to be so easy, and it's just going to be insane. So please come back to watch that when it comes out, and leave a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel for more. And as always, hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day.